Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. BNB spoilers, Brooke loses hope, Ridge and Job KKL's character reaches breaking point. The bold and the beautiful BNB spoilers reveal that Brooke Logan Catherine Kelly Lang told Ridge Forrester Torsten K the truth. However, the truth about Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor betrayal could cost Brooke more than she ever imagined. Could Brooke lose Ridge, Hope Logan Annika Noel, and her job in one swoop lately? Brooke has been a bit of a doormat, so maybe this will propel her to fight back. Keep reading and let us discuss the possibilities. BNB spoilers reveal that after Hope was fired from Forrester Creations, Carter came up with a plan. Carter just wasn't angry about Hope's termination but also felt his ideas weren't being taken seriously. Carter came up with a plan to list his name as manager of the LLC, stripping away power from Ridge and Steffi Forrester Finnegan Jacqueline McInnes Wood. There were times when Carter had second thoughts about his plan. Each time Carter mentioned these doubts, Hope was right there to keep him on the dark path. Unknown to Carter and Hope, as they were discussing the plan, Brooke overheard. Brooke gave Hope a chance to tell her what was really going on, but she played dumb. So, after Brooke found out what Hope was hiding, she went to Ridge. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the preview clip for the week of November 25 suggests Ridge blames Brooke. Ridge yells at Brooke about the scheme, saying "your daughter." So, Brooke very well could get blamed. Steffi and Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig might even convince Ridge that Brooke must have somehow known beforehand and said nothing until after the papers were signed. Steffi and Taylor might even push Ridge to fire Brooke. Brooke could also lose Hope. In a photo that was released by the network, Hope looks pretty explosive as Brooke seems to be explaining. While Hope and Brooke have always been close, this could break their tight mother-daughter relationship if Brooke loses Ridge, Hope, and her job. Where does that leave the character? Fans have commented about Brooke becoming a doormat. Sometimes it takes people being pushed to their breaking point before they strike back. So, how will Brooke change if she gets a triple loss all at once, and over something that she had no part of? It would be really interesting if Brooke decided to go to the dark side. Brooke might even make an alliance with Sheila Carter's sharp Kimberlin Brown. While Sheila is reformed, it probably wouldn't take much to tempt her into a sinful scheme. BNB spoilers, Brooke loses Hope, Ridge and Job KKL's character reaches breaking point. The whirlwind drama that has been Brooke Logan's life on The Bold and the Beautiful has reached a dramatic new crescendo. Recent spoilers suggest that Brooke, portrayed by the ever-talented Catherine Kelly Lang, is about to hit a breaking point that fans of the show have never seen before. As the storylines around her become even more turbulent, the question on everyone's mind is, will Brooke lose everything: her relationship with Ridge, her family, and even her position at Forrester Creations? Brooke's heartbreaking realization. For Brooke, the stakes have always been high. She's known for her passionate love affairs, her family loyalty, and her desire to protect her daughters. But despite all her strength, recent events may push her beyond her limits. With Ridge's wavering affections and the constant tension between her and Taylor, Brooke is beginning to feel like she's losing the battle for her life and her place at Ridge's side. Spoilers suggest that Brooke is about to reach a turning point where she loses hope in both her marriage and her future with Ridge. The constant back and forth with him, his lingering connections with Taylor, and the drama surrounding their shared past is starting to chip away at Brooke's optimism. She's been the eternal romantic, fighting for love even when the odds seem stacked against her. But as Ridge continues to pull away, Brooke may find herself questioning if it's worth it anymore. Her desperation could lead to a full emotional breakdown, one that fans haven't seen from her before. For Brooke, who has always prided herself on her resilience, this would be a particularly hard pill to swallow. After years of fighting for her relationship with Ridge, losing him might be a final blow she can't recover from. Ridge's uncertain future, a job on the line. The friction between Ridge and Brooke isn't the only conflict in their storyline. Ridge's professional future at Forrester Creations is also looking more precarious than ever. With the growing influence of Steffi, who is becoming a more dominant figure within the company, and with his personal life in turmoil, Ridge may be facing the very real threat of losing his position at Forrester. Ridge's wavering commitment to the company and the increasing pressure from Steffi and others in the family could result in him stepping down or being pushed out of his role. While Ridge has always been seen as the backbone of Forrester Creations, his personal turmoil is beginning to spill into his professional life. This turn of events might force him into a corner, where he must choose between his family and his career, or face the consequences of his fractured relationship with Brooke. For Ridge, the loss of his professional standing could be just as devastating as his emotional struggles with Brooke. After all, his identity has always been tied to his role at Forrester. The idea that he could be pushed out of the company, especially by someone like Steffi, who has grown increasingly assertive, could cause him to spiral further, exacerbating his emotional conflict with Brooke. This professional downfall would be the ultimate test of Ridge's strength, forcing him to re-evaluate everything he thought he knew about loyalty, love, and success. The tumultuous triangle: Taylor, Ridge, and Brooke. The ongoing rivalry between Brooke and Taylor has taken on a new level of intensity recently, with both women vying for Ridge's attention and affection. While Ridge has claimed that he loves both women, his inability to make a firm choice has only deepened the divide between them. Taylor, ever the optimist, has continued to stand by Ridge, waiting for the day he fully commits to her. Brooke, on the other hand, has been in a constant state of turmoil, grappling with Ridge's shifting affections and her own insecurities. This latest chapter promises to be a tipping point for both women. Brooke's hopes of reconciling with Ridge may finally be dashed, leaving her feeling utterly defeated. This could push her to make some bold decisions, perhaps even leading her to question whether she should continue fighting for a man who can't seem to choose her. On the other side, Taylor's persistent belief that Ridge will ultimately return to her could soon be tested. Ridge's inability to make a choice between the two women has already strained his relationship with both, but if he continues to waver, it might create an opening for one of them to walk away. The intensity of the rivalry could reach a breaking point, with both women questioning whether the man they love is worth all the pain and uncertainty. KKL's performance: a moment of vulnerability. Catherine Kelly Lang's portrayal of Brooke has always been marked by strength and determination, but upcoming scenes promise a side of the character that fans have rarely seen: a complete breakdown. Brooke's usual confidence could give way to raw emotion, as she confronts the reality that her marriage to Ridge may be over for good. Lang's ability to convey the depth of Brooke's pain, vulnerability, and ultimate resignation will undoubtedly be a pivotal moment in the storyline. Lang has always excelled at showcasing the inner conflict of her character, and it's likely that this emotional turning point will be no different. As Brooke loses hope, Lang will undoubtedly bring an authenticity to the scene that resonates with viewers. Whether she's grappling with the loss of her family or facing the possibility of being pushed out of Forrester, Lang's performance will highlight Brooke's internal struggle and the devastation she feels as her life unravels. For fans who have followed Brooke's journey for decades, this could be a moment of both heartbreak and catharsis. Brooke has always been a fighter, but when everything she holds dear slips through her fingers, it's hard to imagine how she will pick up the pieces. What's next for Brooke as Brooke reaches her breaking point? Her future on BNB is uncertain. Will she find a way to pick herself up and move on, or will the weight of her emotional and professional struggles be too much for her to bear? While the spoilers suggest that this could be a major turning point for her character, there is always the possibility that a twist will pull her back from the brink. If Brooke does choose to walk away from Ridge and Forrester Creations, it could open the door for new opportunities and challenges. Perhaps she will find solace in her daughters, or maybe she will venture into a new phase of life, one where she no longer defines herself by her relationship with Ridge. Whatever the future holds, one thing is certain: Brooke Logan will never be the same after this emotional reckoning. As for Ridge, his future remains just as uncertain. Will he reconcile with Brooke, or will Taylor's hope for a future with him come true? The drama is far from over, and BNB fans will have to wait and see how these intricate relationships unfold. For Brooke, the battle for her happiness is far from won, and only time will tell if she can find a way to heal from the pain that has taken over her life.